Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Heart with Saima, the podcast show, which brings people to you and we talk about their journeys and we talk about authenticity. We talk about truth. We talk about what everyone does and has been doing and how we can enrich each other's life. For me, Saima Dhillon, the podcast has been life changing. I started this journey almost 2 years ago. Well, not quite, but I started in May of 2020. And what a journey it has been, bringing in wonderful people, people who have changed my life and enriched my life. Without waiting anymore, I'm going to bring my guest on who will introduce himself. And good evening, Russ. How are you doing?
I'm good, Saima. How are you?
I'm doing great. Awesome. Hey, Alex, thank you for being here. And Everly, thank you for joining us. Yes, it is about authenticity. And I think Russ himself is a streamer and he live streams and he's a podcaster. So we all understand we're part of this amazing community on LinkedIn where everyone is just showcasing authenticity, showcasing their vulnerabilities and their truth. And I think we are just building this amazing, brilliant tribe. So, welcome, Russ.
Well, thank you. And I love the dog, by the way. That's my favorite part. and, that's part of being authentic, right? I mean, we are in our own surroundings. We have our kids, we have our dogs, we have whatever. A lot of people have their cats, whatever's going on. So, no,
Whatever
I,
you did, right?
yeah. Well, I just want to say that it has been a pleasure getting to know you, Saima, and you are definitely a very authentic and a great friend, and appreciate that. And it is such a blessing, this live stream community that we've been able to be part of, you and I, because it is just a wonderful group of people that tune in, support each other, and just really make great things happen together. And I love it. It's a good way to get your message out, but it's mostly just a great way to make friends.
Absolutely, Russ. And how about I let you do your introduction? And while
Sure.
you do that, real quick, I just do you realize that as well that when we are streaming on Facebook, Facebook just changes our setting to friends, and then we have to go in and change it to public, or is it just something that I'm doing wrong or missing?
Well, that's interesting. Facebook is always changing things, Simon. So, to be honest with you, I have not really noticed that. So, I'm going to have to look to make sure that's not happening on my end. I don't really know, but yeah, I'll let everybody know. I'm Russ Hedge, and I'm an inspiration specialist. I am a marketing coach and a sales coach. I am a keynote speaker. I love people. I love people, and I love all of you guys out there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So many wonderful people like Alex and Ever, great people out there watching. And I just wanted to let you know that the reason I do everything I do is to inspire and encourage you to live a purpose driven life of significance. That's my why or my purpose in life. And what does that mean? I want you to be a world changer. I want you to be a difference maker. I want you to do amazing things. So I have been blessed in my life. I have been in sales and marketing for years, 30 plus years. I have a beautiful, gorgeous wife of 34 plus years and two adult children, my daughter Kyla, 31, and my son Connor, 28. Both beautiful and wonderful musicians, and that's what they do for their career. So it's just wonderful what I have as far as family. And I just love what I do. I love what I do because I get a chance to do it with you, with people. And so any chance I get to encourage people, I love it. So I have live streams. I have Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, and the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, which is every Wednesday. The first one's Monday and Thursdays, 8 a.m. Pacific time. The experience is every Wednesday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. What I love about those live streams is the ability to connect with everybody out there and to make friends. So There you go. That's a little snapshot about me, Saima.
And I think it's also the it's also the ability to just be yourself.
Yeah,
You're proving nothing to no one. You're just being yourself. And I think, Russ, it's just therapy. It's so therapeutic to talk to people, and you realize that, when you're going through your hardships and you're going through your problems and you're going through your discovery, that you're not alone. And everyone is fighting battles that no one else can see, but we are all together in this race of humanity.
definitely. And what I love is we're
Love
all
is we're all
together in different parts of the world. We're all
Yeah,
over the place. And it's great because we can all come together here on our little computer or whatever we have, our phone, whatever.
yeah,
And it's just such a wonderful medium. And it gives us the chance to do things in life and business together because I truly believe we are better together. And so I just love the chance to be able to do that. I did forget to mention in my intro, you can't see it all behind me. The background cuts it off, but I'm the author of Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, which is another way that I love to encourage people. And that's available on Amazon or all those kind of things. Actually, it looks like I'm a mad typer in the comments, but that is my wonderful assistant and teammate ever who is busy typing for me in there. So if you want to get the book, she's put the information in there for you to get that and everything else about me, I think.
right there.
There you go.
It's all
It just
there in front of
magically appears.
us. And here is another one. So right there.
There you
So
go.
so it's
Thank
all
you ever.
happening. So
Oh,
so Russ, I think I've been on your podcast a couple of times, and
mhm.
I think one of the most empowering things which this community of podcasters, of live streamers, what we have discovered is the amazing ability to be able to make these authentic connections with people that few years ago we would have never dreamed of doing, right.
That's right.
Connecting with people all over the world. And I think probably one of the most valuable lessons, the most valuable thing that I have learned in this journey is that regardless of our color, regardless of the cultures we are coming from, regardless of the religions we are coming from, regardless of our own belief system, that just on a human level, we are just all so same, going
Yeah.
through the same problems, going through the same things which give us joy and which give us happiness and which give us peace and which breaks our heart, and all these emotions.
Yeah. Yeah. You're exactly right. I think when you break things down to a real human level, I think that most belief systems really believe in just the human to human connection, the just being authentic and being really who we are. I mean, it doesn't matter again where you come from. I'm the kind of person. I'm a strong man of faith, and I have strong beliefs. But I believe that through that, God wants us to love everybody, wants us to connect and accept people, right? And so we're all different. I mean, if we were all the same, it'd be kind of boring. So it's fun,
Absolutely.
and it's also what I really like is the difference in the cultures and where people come from. It's really, to me, it's super interesting, right? Number one, it's really hard to get all the time zones down. That's one of the most difficult things that I learned when I was first live streaming and working with people around the world. But my wonderful assistant ever, she is 16 hours difference from me right now. And so that's my toughest one. I'm talking to her and it's tomorrow already, right? And so
Yeah,
that sometimes is weird. I'm talking to somebody in the future, but it's just fun, to learn about what's going on with people no matter where they are.
absolutely. And you know it's just so crazy, right? So much the prejudices and the hatred, the things which are cultivated um, in our surroundings, and which as we are growing up, all these different feelings, they kind of seep through us, right, in
Right.
our physiology, and it tries to become a part of who we are. But then we start realizing that, some of these things we as individuals can't relate to, and we can't connect to these feelings because they just make us so uncomfortable, that there's something wrong with all these philosophies, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
literally what you just said, that um, this is how our creator wanted the world. It wanted the world to be creative and vibrant and filled with different shapes and sizes and colors, and for it's the human race, right? And I think that everyone is created by the same creator, no matter what our belief system. And it's
Yep.
okay to follow your belief system, right? And just
Yeah.
keep moving forward.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. And this is what I think is so interesting because on a real basic human level, I think everybody desires a lot of the same things. And hello, Chris Stone, what's up, dude? Hey, anyway, I haven't seen Chris for a while. Anyway, the what is amazing is the fact that we can all come together, and when we really conquer life at a human level, amazing things are possible. We can do, like I said, we can do amazing things together. We're better together when we come together with our differences and we learn and grow together. Doesn't mean we have to accept, everybody's going to have a belief system. Doesn't mean you have to accept what everybody else believes, but we can come together, love each other, and work together in spite of differences and make great things happen. And I think that's really important because I think a lot of, like you said, hatred and things that come out today are just because people are not willing to look at something different than themselves. And you need to be able to do that. You need to look at the fact that we are all different, and we can do great things, but we have to be willing to accept that. I think that's really important.
I think I think if it isn't it just so amazingly, it's just phenomenal that 7 billion plus population of this world, and every individual is unique
Yep.
in their chemistry, in their genetic construction. I mean, how phenomenal is that? So many variations of the human race, right?
Everybody's like a snowflake because there's no two snowflakes are alike. I just came from the snow with my beautiful wife, and that is the same with humans. No two humans are alike. We're all different.
So that's what the creator wanted. The
Yeah.
creator wanted the distinction and the variation, and um, I think one of the primary reasons, Russ, that people experience um, sadness or unhappiness, it's because when we are being forced to live a life that we cannot relate to, that is not authentic to us. And the further we are away from our own individuality, the more unhappy we are. And I think when we are growing up, we are an amalgamation of, our surroundings, our
Right.
upbringing, our friends, our family, and so many different things, right, in the grand scheme of things. And the further we have moved away from who we are meant to be, the more difficult, I mean, the more unhappy we are, because we are trying to find our true identity and our true self. And then that's the journey of life, to
Yep.
find um, that individual, that person within us that we are meant to be.
Yeah. And I think the sooner we accept that, the quicker we move on because we are all different. We're in a culture a lot of times all the way around the world, all different cultures that we live in, though, that's trying to make everybody the same, but we're not all the same. Trying to make
Yeah.
everybody like completely equal, but it's not, we're not. But that doesn't mean because we're different and we're in different areas of our life journey, of our work journey, personal journey, whatever, does not mean that we still can't move forward and accept that we're different, make
Yeah.
great things happen, do make a positive difference in the world, right? Because there's a time to stand on beliefs, which is important. And there's a time to also just reach out and just be human and just say, you know what? Everybody is an individual, everybody's a little snowflake, and everybody, and that's what makes life fun. It's what makes life fun that we are all different. And I think when we accept that, then when we move in to whatever we do in our life business, like real estate or like whatever we're coaching, whatever we're doing, then we're able to make a bigger difference because people say, you know, this person really listens to me. They accept me for who I am. And then you can move forward together in connection relationship after that when you've really connected at a real base human level.
And I think that's just the journey of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as we are alive. I was talking to my 20-year-old daughter today, and I was like, I am still searching, you know. I guess those people might be more blessed who are young and they're like, okay, you know what, when I grow up, I want to be a pilot, or I want to be a physician, or I want to do this or that, and they end up doing it, and they know exactly what they are wanting to do, and they follow it and they make it happen. And I was like, you know what, in my journey, I've loved so many things that I've done, but I'm honestly just ready to try just something completely different, and you know completely change, and just uproot and just go in a completely different direction. And I think that's too.
Well, yeah, and we're all at a different point there. You know, I really feel for the most part in my life, I'm at a really good place. At 57 years young, I really feel like I've always been within, you know, a close distance of what I'm doing now, but I just wasn't quite where I'm at this point. And I think with my own business, I think with being able to reach out to people, with able to do things that really I want to do to help others, because my goal, like I said, is really to bless other people, to inspire and encourage people to make the most of their life, right? I want people to be world changers. I want them to be difference makers. And the only way you do that is to really take action in life and do something. And a lot of times people, you know, if they do get into a searching mode, they spend, you know, you got to jump out of that search mode. You got to actually do stuff because that's part of, you know, kind of finding where you're at too. And yeah, I'm a big proponent of get started, even when you don't have any idea what you're doing. Get started and try it and move forward. And so I'm just blessed. I'm blessed to be at a good place in my life, good place where I really know what I want to do. And yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I was literally, just an hour and a half ago at 7 o'clock. I was sitting there and updating my LinkedIn profile and my LinkedIn information, and I was like, okay, does that work? It does. It doesn't. Okay, should I change it? So, I think that's what it is. Wherever the journey, I think
Yeah.
that's what it's about, right? Wherever
Well,
the journey takes you.
and I think you're always getting better. And so when you talk about what you just talked about there, okay, I'm doing those things too. It doesn't mean you don't know where you are and what you want to do and that kind of stuff. But a lot of times we're just trying to refine, make ourselves better. That is a lifelong process, right? I think until the day that we leave this earth, we are going to be refining and trying to get better. I mean, that's just kind of the ongoing thing. I know I am. I need to learn to be a better listener. I need to be a better communicator, even though I think I am a good communicator. I
Yeah.
need to learn to be a better husband, father, you know, brother, son, all the things that I am. I need to constantly be better. I need to be a better coach and a better speaker. I need to refine my skills in those areas. And I think when you're working to get better, then you do. You know, I think you do just one step at a time.
Yeah, it's the journey of life, right?
Right.
It's not just the role of your work, it's your relationships, right? Whether it's your
Yes.
relationship with your clients, or it's your relationship with your family, with your spouse, with your children.
Hmm.
It's, you're constantly evolving and you're constantly growing, and I think that's
It's a
the
good
evolution.
thing.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
it's a good thing. In fact, after you read Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose by Russ Hedge, I've heard of him somewhere. Then what you need to do is you need to get this book. See if I can pack this up. Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's been on my reading list for a long time. I'm almost done reading it. Our life is made up of little habits, and he talks about getting 1% better, one step at a time, little increments, because the little things become big things. And by creating habits, because, well, first of all, we're all made of habits. We have good habits and bad habits. So by creating good habits and getting rid of old habits, we make ourselves better, but we don't do it overnight. Just like you're saying, Saima, life is a journey. We are on that journey at some point in our life, and we need to figure out where that is and then just move from there, right? Just like when people come to you, we need to accept people where they are. We don't need to try to change people. We need to accept them where they are, and then we go from there, whatever the relationship is at that point. But I think we need to accept ourselves where we are as well. And I think that we need to move forward one step at a time, 1% at a time, and just get better and better.
And you know what, Russ, you're not going to believe this, but at and you will not be able to see this. Maybe hold on, let me. Okay,
There we go.
so
Yep.
and once I put it there, I don't know if you are able to see this, but this is a message sent to me by my daughter. She has written there, "Do you have Atomic Habits, the book?" And she sent this message at 3:25 p.m. today.
Wow, that's amazing. You have one sharp daughter. You have a sharp daughter. That's all I got to say.
It's like
Takes after
Atomic.
her mom.
I mean, I was like, Atomic, that sounds familiar. Is that what she messaged me this afternoon? How crazy is that, right? Of all the billions of books in the world. Uh,
That's right.
so,
Yeah. Well, we'll
so
know she's really reached the pinnacle when she says, Mom, have you ever read that book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose by the Russ Hedge guy? Oh, no, that's so
you,
great. Yeah, tell her she's definitely got to read that book. I mean, there's a lot of super great authors, but he's
yeah.
right up on the top of the list. He does. That's a great book.
Well, I don't think I have it, but then anytime someone mentions a book, um, So, Russ, I grew up in Pakistan
Uh-huh.
in a city called Karachi, and like 20, 20 minutes from my house, there was this bookstore, and the bookstore was kind of like in the corner of a building where it was like an open bookstore. So the right wall had books all over, and I was always very fascinated by reading, so I would go there, and it was these romance novels, but I wanted to get them, and I would have my dad buy these for me, and I would just go there every week. It was a weekly thing. And when there's so much that even after decades, if I happen to go there, that man still recognizes me, because used to try to buy all these books and sit in the bathroom at night. I would close my door, cover the space between the bathroom door with a towel, so that my parents wouldn't know that I'm still awake, because I had school in the morning. So, but so I love to buy books. So I might even have it, and I haven't read it, because anytime someone tells me or mentions a book, I will just hit Amazon and I will buy it and put it as part of my collection, like this brilliant collection of books by you know who, whoever I meet, and they recommend something, and
Right.
so
Well, it's great to listen to others because people come up with some of the greatest book titles, that I have read and I didn't really know anything about. So they're not on your radar until a lot of times till
yeah.
people let you know about them. And it's interesting because the Jim Rohn quote that we are the sum of the five people closest to us, the average of the five people closest to us. When we get really good people around us that are recommending good books to read, recommending good things to do, and all of that, that is another good way to improve our lives, is just surround ourselves with great people.
Absolutely. So, um, so on that note, we should get Befuddled, which
Yeah.
is written by Russ. Live the Life You Choose, ebook as well as paperback, available on Amazon, and his website, which
Okay.
is russhedge.com/buy book now / and other leading online booksellers. So that is right there. And Russ, are there any final words you would like to share with the audience?
Well, I tell you, I love to connect with people. My goal for this year is to connect with over 1,000 new people, which sounds daunting, but it's actually only about 3 people a day. So I'm knocking that out of the park. But I would love for you to be one of them. And you saw my website's russhedge.com. It's really simple, very easy. So please connect with me. And you can schedule time right on my calendar, and we can Zoom, and it automatically sends you a Zoom link and we can connect. Love to do that. If you're watching tonight, please connect. And if you're watching this on replay, make sure and share this out with all your friends. Tell them to go to Saima's podcast. And I'm sure she has a YouTube page and all that information. SimaDhillon.com. There you go. And make sure that you are watching her, promoting her, because she's amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Russ. That was very sweet of you. So, right there, you're able to follow me. And I am on YouTube and LinkedIn and social media. And, that's what we are all trying to do, is we are
Yeah.
just all trying to. I feel like we're just that we are all part of LinkedIn, and we are these links, right? And
Yes.
because we connect together as linked, it just enhances our reach,
Yeah.
and the amount of people that we are reaching, just to be able to touch lives, and just to be able to spread the message, and uh, whatever we can do. So right here, one more time,
There
Russ
it
Hedge,
is.
and you're able to schedule on his calendar as well some time with him to speak to him. And Russ, as always, it was lovely sitting and chatting and enriching each other and learning from you. So thank you so much for being here. So I'm going to
Thank you.
remove you, and I'm going to just real quick end the show.
Thank you,
So
Saima. Blessings.
thank you, Russ. Thank you. And have a wonderful night, and blessings to you as well. And oops, I did click the wrong one right here.
It happens to all of us. You're just befuddled. That's what it is.
Exactly, right. All right. So let's see. Okay, here. Okay. So we just have a good time, and we make mistakes and show you all our shortcomings and our mistakes and everything that we do, and that is part of our show. So thank you for being here, and thank you for watching, everyone, and hope everyone has a wonderful night. All we are trying to do here is just spread the message, spread goodness, and touch lives and learn from each other. And thank you for being a part of the show. So I'm going to end it. Have a good night.